Mardi Gras is back at the Universal Orlando Resort, so let the good times roll. Concerts are back, beads are back, the parade is back, and tons of great food all over Universal Studios Florida. Returning favorites from last year, brand new items for this year, and we here at Universal Parks News Today have done the hard work of eating all of those items to bring you guys reviews. We are going to tell you what not to miss out on, what you can pass on, and give you all of our thoughts on all of the items for Mardi Gras. So let's check it out. So we have a taste of Italy here, right? It's really good. The sauce is a little spicy. They had something similar last year. The sauce wasn't as spicy. It was a lot spicier. Nice crispy outside, nice soft inside. I'm loving this. This was another one I really enjoyed last year too. But you gotta like spicy. And we also have some floats. They were a lot more foamy and fizzy when we got them. Kind of died out now. This is the orange dream gelato spiked. It's alcoholic. Ooh, I definitely taste the alcohol. It was real ice cream, like real gelato, hand scooped, so you can taste that, but definitely like an orange creamsicle. So that's gonna be popular. Let's see. This one is a raspberry spiked gelato float. Again, was a lot fizzier when we got it. Oh, you can see the actual like raspberry gelato in there. I think this one's a lot more sweet than this one, but really good. I like that too. We didn't get a third straw somehow, so I'll borrow a straw. You can see that gelato there. Do a little stir. Okay, more of a traditional float kind of taste. It's the vanilla amaretto, but it does taste more like a traditional Coke float. Strong too, the flavor is very strong there. I think if you're not a big fan of tasting your alcohol, you're gonna go with the raspberry. This is kind of like the happy medium, and this is a lot stronger taste of alcohol. And now we have this pressed meatball slider here. You can see with the side here, a dip. It's really, feels really crispy here, so might have a bit of a crunch effect here. Uh-oh. Ooh. The sauce is the same spicy sauce from this, so gotta like spicy for this one. That's all I can taste. The bread was a little crispy there on that edge. I didn't really get much of the meatball yet. Try that out. That's pretty good. Not my favorite. Wish we had napkins too. We were short at a straw. Oh, one napkin. All right, so definitely this is the pick for me here at Arancini, and I'm gonna have other people, Arancini? Arancini, I was right the first time. I've heard everybody say different ways when they order it at that booth.
I took a semester of Italian, it's Arancini.
Good thing Jill's here. She's here to correct me. So I'm gonna have everyone else try this out and see if they agree with me. And of course, we'll have the full review on the website. I'm super excited. All right, gonna just, you know, it's kind of like the crepes in Central Park. How do you eat it? The spoon. All right, so this is the ube and the the matcha ice cream swirled together with a Belgian bubble waffle and Pocky sticks, as you can see, and Mardi Gras inspired sprinkles. Oh, that is so good. Oh my goodness. Okay, I want to try them kind of separate, so this is the matcha one. The flavor is really light. Let's see. Cannot eat my hair here. It's a little windy today. That is delicious. I think that's what you're supposed to do. Enjoying myself, okay? So we have the matcha bubble waffle and the ube ice cream with the coconut, so toasted coconut on there, and marshmallows. And if you, I don't know if you can hear it, but there's some sort of like popping candy in there. You can kind of hear it like crackling, and the Pocky sticks.
Hold it to the mic. There you go.
Hopefully you heard that. Before the seagulls get me. This waffle's nice and soft, because I'm kind of making a mess here. Usually not on camera for this part. I can hear like all the popping candy though in my head. You can't hear that, but maybe you can. All right, this is delicious, that's delicious. I almost like this, the first one better, because I kind of like the swirl of the two different flavor ice cream. But this is a winner just because it has the matcha waffle. I want to try this Pocky too. Go for those. Now there's also like a savory dish here. And so these are the beignets stuffed with crab dip and dusted with a brown sugar Cajun seasoning. I'm gonna try to kind of open those. Ooh, lots of stuff in there, as you can see. Lots of filling. I wasn't sure how that was going to be, but that's amazing. The Cajun seasoning, though, that's the main taste. I recommend that. We got Mr. Corliss over here laughing.
What?
I'll pass those over to you. Now, this is the alcohol. No, this is the non-alcoholic drink. I'm sorry. This is the carrot cake concoction. You can see the ice cream's kind of melted a little. All right. I also have the alcoholic drink here. I'm gonna steal this straw, I think. Ooh, yikes. I really like this. I really like this a lot. Real slushy, not too sweet though. It is sweet, but not too much. Kind of, I don't want to say it reminds me a little bit of frozen butterbeer, but it's actually delicious. So far, I have loved everything here. And now this is the alcoholic drink, which is the Junk Barge Fuel. And if you buy the souvenir cup, it is $13 with a drink with a souvenir cup, and then the refills are $8 after that. And so this is a 12-ounce drink. Whoa. It's the coffee. It's got coffee in it. That's what the first thing that hits me is the coffee. Good, I should have had this first today. The coffee's really strong. There's a lot of sweetness to it though. They had a coffee drink last year and it was terrible. This is much improved, so I highly recommend that. So if this is going to be like your first stop of the day, you've got the waffle, you've got the coffee. If you're feeling like crab beignets in the morning, you've got that too. But how do you guys feel about these waffles?
Very
they
good.
look like
Watch out, that one's leaking.
They're both leaking.
This one, they're
Yeah.
leaking.
They
Eat
will
them
melt
quick.
fast.
Eat
It
them
turns
quick.
out a paper cup won't hold the ice cream.
Well, that's why we're here.
They're very good.
They are
really
very
good.
good. Yeah, definitely
Both
get
are
these.
winners.
Yes, I think the whole booth is a winner. You guys didn't try the carrot cake yet, I don't think. Try the
Carrot cake?
It's a carrot cake concoction, yeah, it's really good. Tell me if that doesn't give you kind of like frozen butterbeer vibe a little
Oh,
bit.
wow.
You know,
Wow, that's really nice.
yeah. I at first I didn't think it was that sweet, but I think the more I was sipping on it, the more sweetness
Interesting.
coming through.
It's very
took a minute.
different,
Yeah.
but it's really good.
Keep going on this waffle.
It's like carrot cake butter.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
fantastic.
All right. I'm glad someone else agreed with
great.
me on the butterbeer. Must have. This whole booth is a winner.
This whole booth is a winner.
We vote winner.
Yes.
Theme tables. Maybe don't
Yeah.
have ice cream, coffee, and crab though.
Odd
Might not
combination,
be a good
but
name.
individually they're winners.
I survived. All right. So we are having the booth located by Springfield. I believe it is the India booth, although everything there is vegan. So we have a vegetable vindaloo here. They look very similar, the chana masala over here. So this is the curry. They look very similar. They come with rice, they come with vegetables, they come with some of that pita bread. And then we have the potato, pea, and carrot samosas. And a vegan golden chai chocolate blondie, sorry. Vegan golden chai chocolate blondie. And then we have two drinks. We have the Emerald Mojito. It's got the green plant. And then the Gaia Smash, which has the purple plant. Purple opal basil, yes. And we have different color changing straws. So our last one was purple and pink, and now we have a yellow and green. Ooh. All right. Thank you, my lovely assistant here. So I'm gonna dig in here a little bit. Oh, okay, now you can kind of tell the difference between the two. Got lots of vegetables in there. It's got the cauliflower, onions. Take some rice there. It's really pretty looking. You can see the little flowery things in there. I lost some of it, but pretty good. Dig in there some more. There's some chickpeas. Check that. It's pretty good. It's not too spicy or anything. I really like, you can really taste, I think this is the curry one, but I thought that they told me this was the curry one.
That's the vindaloo
Yeah.
because it's got sweet potatoes.
Okay, see, I mixed it up.
So that's the chana masala because it's got chickpeas.
All right, see, I knew it. There we go. Thank you. See, I needed the assistant here. So, backtrack. Now, this is the curry, obviously, once I got in there. They did look very similar on the top. That's good. Nothing too crazy. I want to try this one because I like sweet potatoes.
You can see there's a lot more going on there. Different vegetables in here. That's the best. Ooh, that's really spicy. Got a lot of seasoning, a lot of flavor there. That just didn't impress me. I don't think the flavor isn't just as strong as I expected for curry. This is amazing though. Really spicy though. Another one of the spicies. So if you like spicy stuff, there's a lot of stuff here at Mardi Gras for you. That's delicious. Try these. All right. I like the really crispy outside, the crunchy wrapper on the outside there. It's kind of spicy. I don't know what the stuff at the bottom is here. It's really good. Oh, it's a green chutney. That's really good. I really like the stuff at the bottom. Another spicy one. So we had 2 spicy dishes so far here. Yeah, that's another good one. So these 2 so far, I really like these. And then we have a dessert here. Take a little slice of that.
What is it?
This is a golden chai blondie. So it looked like it was going to be like really hard and crispy, but it's really actually pretty soft.
It's really kind of
That's really good. That's really good. I'm not even totally sure what flavors I'm tasting. Like I am tasting some chocolate. It's really good though. I'm gonna have to say that these 3 are amazing and worth getting. The chana masala, that curry though, just didn't impress me. Maybe a few more bites. I'll try it out and see if it gets any better. Eat the last of this blondie. So we have, okay, so this is the mojito, and it's got the rum, agave nectar, lime juice, tropical green tea, and fresh mint. Ooh, it's got green tea in it. Interesting. It's actually really sweet. I do taste like a lot of that lime. It's pretty good. I don't really taste alcohol though in that one. These are both alcoholic. And this one is the Gaia Smash. So gin, lemon juice, simple syrup, sparkling mineral water, and the basil. This one I don't taste any alcohol at all. It does taste kind of like lime or lemon juice. Almost like a lemonade. It's on the sweeter side. I definitely like the mojito better. You taste more alcohol in the mojito than you can in the other one. So I think this is another winner. Especially great because all of these options are vegan. There are other vegan options at the booths around the park as well, so just look for that icon. But this one here is all vegan, so if that's your preference, if you're eating for dietary restrictions or for, you know, better choices, this is the booth to go to.
Hey everybody, we're here at the Volcano Planet Southeast Asia booth trying the Mardi Gras offerings. So here we have papas bravas, which are crispy roasted potatoes, salsa bravas, garlic aioli, and parsley. And then we have savory, I know, but that's what the booth says, the name says.
But it doesn't say it anywhere on on the booth, though.
It says it on the app. And then we have savory sopapilla, which are roasted butternut squash, pumpkin seeds, Hebre salsa, and cilantro. So they're inside like a little almost fried ravioli kind of thing. Got some butternut squash chunks on top. And then our drink is the Cosmic. Is this the Cosmic Mangonada? No, I think this is the Cosmic Cornucopia, which is gin, Saint Germain, cucumber, lime, and mint craft mixer with honeydew melon balls. There's no honeydew melon balls. There are no honeydew melon balls in the drink. All right, so we're gonna try the potatoes first. I like a good patatas bravas dish, so let's try how that is. Well, they feel a little not super tender. The flavor is good, but the potatoes are a little undercooked. But overall, they work really nice. The sauce is a little bit spicy. You've got this crema on top that's like a little sour creamy. It kind of cuts everything. It's pretty good, but again, the potatoes are a little undercooked, and so that kind of takes away from the dish. But you get like a huge serving size here, so that's nice. That one was a little better cooked. The spice is good. You get like that typical patatas bravas spicy flavor to it. So not too bad. It's like, if you like French fries, this is like a nice deviation from French fries if you want something a little different to try for Mardi Gras.
Don't worry, French fries are up next.
But we have French fries coming soon if that's your thing. And then these, I don't know how to eat these. They're a little dense to try to stick your fork in. Let's see if we can cut one open and see what they look like inside. Tom called these fried Cheez-Its.
That's what they look like.
There's not really anything inside. It's just kind of a little fried bit of dough. We've got some butternut squash, so let's get it all together. Got the little pepitas type seeds. The sopapillas are really chewy, too dense, and like kind of the texture doesn't hold up because the butternut squash is really soft. The thing I taste most is there's like a grated Parmesan style cheese on top, and I think that's what I taste more than anything out of this dish. It's got nice texture, but the sopapillas are a little too chewy. All right, and then let's try our drink that's got gin and Saint Germain and cucumber and lime. Oh, there's definitely a lot of mint in this. You taste a little bit of the cucumber. Not very alcohol heavy, although maybe that's on the bottom. It's good, it's refreshing. It's a nice light daytime drink. It's a little bit sweet, but not too sweet. It's a little fruity. It's refreshing. I'd say it's very refreshing. Not bad, not my favorite at the festival so far, but it's pretty decent. Overall, I think this is not my favorite booth, but it's got some solid offerings. If they can work on the potatoes, I think they'll be in good shape.
Hello, I've been asked to review this booth because there's a hot dog and people keep making comments about me and hot dogs that I don't understand. So we'll let them continue in this video. We are at Woody Woodpecker's Kid Zone. The Kid Zone Pizza Company has been renamed. As you see, they blocked the sign with a meteorite, or excuse me, a comet. It's now the Comet Cruisin. And what we have here, we have the choripan with French fries. It's grilled chorizo, garlic mayo, chimichurri, tomato and onion curtido, and a split top roll with your favorite Ore-Ida frozen French fries, it looks like, the crinkle ones. And then we have the salchipapas, which is chorizo, chipotle ketchup, Dijonnaise, tomato, onion curtido, and crinkle cut fries. And for the beverages, is this the margarita? This is the Guava Comet Margarita, which has El Jimador Blanco tequila, guava, white grapefruit, and lime juice, and agave nectar. Let's see. I'm not starting with the hot dog. I'm gonna make you guys wait. You gotta watch more of the video. Tune out. I'm gonna start with the salchipapas. Oh, that chorizo is hard. Can't even stab through it. They really like this slaw, this tomato and onion slaws on everything. That is so run-of-the-mill. I know I jokingly said Ore-Ida frozen crinkle fries. I mean, that's what they are. I mean, those are good. That's what I eat at home. The 3 times a year I cook at home. I do have those. It tastes like I bought some store-bought chorizo in a package, cut it up and threw it on top. The cheese sauce is nice, but again, this tastes like run-of-the-mill theme park food. There's nothing exciting about it. I don't know. Skip that. Don't get that. Okay. Let me take your phone back. All right, now we got a hot dog here. It's chorizo, though. False advertising. We said we was gonna eat a hot dog. I don't even know how to. The bread is nice. Nice crispy exterior, soft on the inside. A lot of garlicky, buttery flavor there. The chorizo itself is just real solid. It's just, I don't know if it's old or if it's just, I don't know. It's fine. I don't know. I wouldn't get this again. It's just real solid. Again, it tastes like it's just been sitting on a store shelf for a long time. It doesn't taste like it was just made. So, but yet we get more crinkle fries. All right, let's try this. What is the drink again?
The
Comet Margarita?
guava margarita.
Guava Comet Margarita. All right.
So guava, grapefruit, and lime juice.
My color changing straw. That's good. It's not overly sweet. It's not too syrupy like a lot of the theme park alcoholic drinks like that tend to be. Definitely get the guava for sure. That's pleasant. It's a pleasant cocktail. I would have that. I wouldn't get any of the food from this booth, but this might be worth a stop if you want a guava margarita.
All right, where are we? What booth
Universal.
are we at? We're at the some sort of Southeast Asian. Maybe this is the real Southeast Asian booth. Jill, give us the name. She's busy.
It's not even a sign.
It is.
None of them have signs.
Well, I know none of them have signs. That's why
from SpongeBob's store
I've made them up as I go along. All right, so we have some Asian-inspired dishes here. We've got a shrimp laksa, something I'm going to probably say wrong, rouge-mo, which looks like which looks like a bend the bow kind of thing, and a cosmic mango nata, which is not alcoholic, so everyone can enjoy that one. But if you have waited for figment sporks, you're in luck, because you probably won't have to wait for the chork. That's right. No 7-hour waits here. So we have the chork, which is amazing. And if you don't know how to use the chork yet, there are instructions, luckily. So let's get into this. Oh, look at that. So we have, the simple way. We have the, practice. When you go to those restaurants and they kind of tie up the chopsticks so you can use them. And then, if you're really, really feeling it, you can use them as real chopsticks. So, yes, so the chork. Handy dandy chork, which once you've destroyed it, if you still need a fork, you're in trouble. All right, let's do our best here. All right. So this is the shrimp. You can see nice little pieces of shrimp in there. Got some noodles, a little bit like a ramen here. Eggs. Not too sure what's going on with these pieces here. This looks like a tofu or a crab rangoon? What's in it? Let's see. Oh, tofu here. Okay, so shrimp, tofu, chicken, hard-boiled egg, Asian noodles, and spicy coconut curry broth. So I do want to take some of these. I could have used the chork in its original form.
Yeah, unlike Transformers, the chork can't go back.
All
You
right.
lost half your chork. What are you doing? What has happened? You're chorking this up, Annie.
You know, I would have. It is ramen, but it's noodles.
Like, I mean, like, the, like 50-cent package ramen?
50-cent package ramen?
No, I think the ramen I make at home might just be a little better than that.
Oh.
I'm calling it out.
Chefs.
Calling it out, guys. Sorry.
Hard-boiled eggs, it's supposed to have soft-boiled eggs.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of a. So those are very hard-boiled eggs. I'm gonna give this tofu a little shot here. Oh, if I could, you know. Don't take your chork apart, children.
Put an eye out.
It says it's supposed to be spicy coconut curry. There is no spice going on here unless I just haven't hit it. I want someone else to give this a try. Someone with a fully intact chork, please try that for me. Thank you.
I shouldn't do this over the drinks, Tom. Ah.
Just like Mama used to make.
There's a little spice.
You got a little spice. I
It
didn't
might
get
be
any.
all on the tofu.
Might have to stir it up a
It might
little
have been
more.
like stuck on the tofu.
Do like a chorkful?
I would love a chorkful. So I'm a big ramen fan, and everything about this ramen upsets me.
You're gonna hate it.
From the fact that
Yeah.
this looks like dried packaged noodles to the fact that they are hard-boiled eggs, because ramen is supposed to have soft-boiled eggs.
Maybe the.
But see, Jill, because this is Mardi Gras, this is the more traditional Mardi Gras presentation of after you've gone to Mardi Gras and you get home and you forgot to eat food. Then this is what you would throw together in your apartment.
There's no flavor to this.
No,
There's
no.
no flavor.
Like they forgot the flavor
It's not
packet.
Yeah.
That's not great.
It's.
I might eat that like brick of store-bought ramen before I eat this. It just doesn't taste like anything.
Yeah, it's
I'm
failing
gonna have the
for
wrongly
me.
prepared egg.
Yes.
All right.
Where's the like tea soft-boiled egg? It's like tea stained on the outside.
The egg's not even good.
How do you mess up an egg? It's just an egg.
I'm thinking the Papas Bravas were a little more Southeast
gross.
Asian than this.
Yikes.
Yeah, the Papas Bravas was a little more Asian than this. But this, okay. All right, so wait, this is not a bao.
No, it's
No,
grilled on the outside.
it looks like a bao. This is not Ben the Bao. This is
Is it like stuck in that position?
I mean,
Like a bao taco. It's a bao taco.
wait. I just want to see if I can give it the what
Oh, the Dairy Queen?
Yeah, the
Blizzard?
Dairy Queen.
Give it the Blizzard test. Yeah.
Oops. Oh, the first time worked. Now I'll use my chork to put it back together. All right. Okay. So who wants a chork full of this? I take back what I said. It's actually delicious. Okay. Redeemed itself. Yeah.
You're half a chorkful.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Let's try it.
It's like sweet. It's really good. Okay. If you want
Is
some,
the bao
I
actually?
was gonna say take some of the bao off mine if you'd like.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't it?
That's nice.
That's where all the flavor went. They dumped the flavor packet from the ramen into
The
this.
bao's rough. The bao.
It's not supposed to be bao. It says it's a grilled bun, which.
Oh.
So that's why I'm like, it looks like it's a bao. It's not. It's
So
like a
it's
grilled.
bread themed like a bao.
Yeah, I mean you can see that's kind of bready. Kind of see.
Oh, it does look like actual bread and not.
It is.
It doesn't
Yeah.
have the texture of a
So it's
ball.
just
Yeah.
steamed.
Yeah, but it's good.
Themed bread. Leave it to Universal to have themed
They
bread.
usually have themed butter.
My grandmother used
I think
to
that's
make
delicious.
butter in the shape of a lamb at Easter.
All right, the non-alcoholic mango natto. How many straws do they have here? Look, this one turned orange.
Is that not the same as this one?
No, that one turned
Oh.
blue and green. That was, and then we
This
have
one
a
goes
purple
yellow
and
to
pink.
green, yellow to orange.
We have pink and purple. We got. So if you have a straw preference,
This one's just stained.
I'm gonna need a straw book to put all my straws.
it's so purpley in there though. Look at that.
Collect
Ooh.
them all. And also a ton of tahini. They just have a box.
I'm not sure how I feel about this. I kind of like it. I think, but when you get all that Tajin spice on the top there, it's really spicy. But if you kind of stick your straw deep in there, it's pretty sweet. Again, it's a non-alcoholic drink. Pretty nice sized. I think it's okay. I like it. But just a little bit too much of the seasoning. Might have them, hold back on that. Anybody? Oh,
You like that?
I liked it when you don't taste the seasoning.
Oh.
Dig into it past the seasoning. I promise you. No, it's all
When
seasoning
you
now.
don't taste everything that's in the drink,
That's
it's
what I
really
said
good.
is take the seasoning off. The sweetness. No? This is,
I don't know. I'm not like grossed out by it, but there's too much tahini. There's way too much tahini.
yeah,
I think it's
that's.
probably good without.
No, I think it was. I got some.
Get the carrot cake slush instead.
Yeah, definitely the
Yeah.
carrot cake slush is better, but like, is this something you can enjoy with a chork?
You know,
It's
what,
gonna-
what can't you? What can't you enjoy with the chork, right? Go to thechork.com.
You can eat margaritas with a spork. You can eat that with a
No,
With a
you guys need to try it
I
without
will
the
not eat it with a
seasoning.
chork. I will not eat it with a snork.
Try this without the
With the snork. I
seasoning.
love the snorks.
Come on,
We were just
Jill.
talking about the
Swim
snorks
along
today.
with the snorks.
We were just talking about the snorks today.
I think that's what the snorks drank. It tastes like a little bit like salty seawater.
It's not so bad. You got to dig past the
Made
seasoning,
with
though.
snork water.
That purple. I like that purple stuff.
Frozen snork juice.
So much to see waiting for you and me. Swim along like this.
Yeah, you could probably skip this booth unless you really want to try this. This is good. I
Even
mean,
if it is snork themed, just skip it.
yeah, there was
Southeast Asia
one
slash
redemption here. Oh, and of course, this is going to have the big lines tomorrow. The chork. Once word gets out about the chork,
About the chork.
you know it. 7-hour wait. It's going to be on the news. All right, we're here in Brazil. I mean, where else would you go for Mardi Gras, right? I guess there's a couple places. Anyway, so we have the chicken, and we have the pulled cohina torture.
Chicken cohina.
Chicken cohina, yeah, there we go. So they've had these before. They're a little different this year, I guess. We also have a Romeo and Juliet, which is a guava and cheese stuffed pastry. And then we have, let's see, what is this one called? Now I've lost what this one is called. This is beef something. This was one of the last menus to get put up, so I'm a little behind on which one this is. Let's see, what is this? Okay, so this is a beef cohina. So we've got the chicken and the beef, and then we've got the Romeo and Juliet cohina. There's also the caipirinha drinks here. We had those last year, so they're strawberry and pineapple. I think I'm gonna start with the chicken. Whoops. Outtakes, bloopers.
What'd you do?
The 10-second rule. It's fine. It's fine. It's upgraded for Mardi Gras. All right. Little teardrop chicken frittery bite thingies. Okay, this is delicious. That actually was delicious. I remember liking them last year, but not as much as that. That's really nice inside. Oh, nice and creamy. All right, I'm gonna attempt to, oh no, I don't wanna lose my balls here. Let me go with this beef. Everything is falling. Okay, cones are not the best way to serve things at Mardi Gras. All right, this is gonna be interesting. Let's see what we got. Ooh. All right, nice pieces. Oh, that's really good. The outside is really different. It's got like a lot of seasoning to it, and it's really packed full of meat in there too. You can see. Similar to the empanadas they have here, but this has got a lot more flavor to it. You can taste the peppers. All right. So this is the Romeo and Juliet. It's okay. Oh, you can see more of the filling there if you kind of squeeze it. It's got that guava filling. Don't make faces over there. Doesn't look the most appealing. It's okay. The outside isn't quite as cooked as much as it could be. Not really doing it for me. It's just a little undercooked. The guava doesn't have much of a taste either, so I guess I would stick with the chicken and beef here. But I think the chicken is the winner for me. So this is the real deal here, I think. Got beignets. So you get yourself a nice little bag of beignets, this little fried dough covered in powdered sugar. There's 4 in there, so 4. Plenty to share, except for we have more than 4 people, so someone's gonna have to just take a half of one. Not gonna be me. Can't go wrong. Get napkins, you will need them. Don't try to lose anyone because there will be a trail of powdered sugar behind you. Beignets, can't go wrong, gotta have them. Now I'm gonna put that there, and I'm very curious about this moon pie, marshmallow pie. It's huge. It's decorated very nicely. Last year they had a moon pie. It was good. It was okay, but this looks like way different, covered in chocolate. I'm gonna attempt to cut it in half. Who knows how this is gonna go? All right. All right. Well. I think we did that to the Leatherface cherry pie at Horror Nights. It went better. All right, so.
It's a popsicle.
Yeah, it's a cake pop. All right, so next year, Mardi Gras next year, guys, it's cake pop season. All right, I'm just gonna, you know what,
Just bite it.
Oh,
There you go.
Oh,
that's beautiful.
All right. That is beautiful, and there is plenty. Yeah, please. Oh, look at how fresh that marshmallow is. Like, that's actually like a house-made marshmallow, I would say. You can see the graham crackers there. like a s'more, like a giant s'more here, and I love s'mores, so it's not going to be the prettiest. The marshmallow is delicious. Oh, the graham cracker is really good, really soft. I know that it looked like when I was stabbing it, it was really hard, but it's actually really soft. I will be finishing that. Another new and improved item. Last year they had a king cake in the tribute store, and it was probably one of the worst things I've ever eaten at Universal. Sorry, I gotta be honest. So this is much improved, a huge portion. Luckily, there's like 6 of us here now. And
what would feed 10 regular humans will feed the 6 of us.
6 humans, 1 green baby.
6 bloggers, you know. And as you can see, there is a baby in there. So, you know, that's one of the big things. Show them the warning. Oh, yes, yes. Hang on, let me eat the rest of this moon pie.
$12.99 for this whole thing.
Just so you know, not to eat the baby. They've warned you on the package, and also place the baby as close to the top of the cake as possible to avoid all litigation.
So you've been warned. Do not choke on a baby. So I'm gonna stop. All right. So here we go. Everyone's laughing now. Don't worry.
Okay, it's Universal. We get away with it on
I
this
know.
channel. It's fine.
You've seen our shirts, right? Disney in the streets, Universal in the sheets. Now we've got babies.
Now we need a Mardi Gras one about babies. About eating babies.
Oh, this is it. This is it. So
I'm just here to eat babies.
usually I'm just here to eat the other bloggers alive, but oh, sorry, ooh, fighting words. Anyway, so we got the baby and a big cinnamon roll-esque king cake. Now I've never had an authentic king cake, so I might not be the best person to give you a review. Wow, this thing is massive. I'm sorry, I'm trying to cut it into smaller pieces so I don't choke. There's no baby, still might choke though. In fact, you know what? The choking hazard has me
Annie,
concerned.
just stop talking, just eat the cake, please. Making it worse, just eat the cake.
It's a cinnamon roll. Frosting is amazing. It's like the Pillsbury Doughboy was here with the cinnamon rolls. Really good. I'm not sure about how I feel about the cake, but the frosting's super sweet, super crunchy sprinkles.
Try the baby.
Try it. You'll
Is
like
it good?
It's how do you
Oh,
You know.
yeah, but that's the best part, though.
Yeah. Here we go. Got our little baby. Do not eat. Wish I had a little. Should have had a little chork. Fished him out with it. Yeah, so I'm not sure how the cake is.
Little do they know that's the decoy baby. And the real one is still in the cake.
Cake's pretty good, cinnamony. It's a little bit drier, but the frosting helps a lot. Huge portion, but I'm still gonna say that the marshmallow pie is the way to go here. If you have a massive group of people, get the king cake. Anybody and everybody should get the beignets, but you really can't miss out on that marshmallow pie. That thing was delicious. Would it really be Mardi Gras without a twisted tater? I mean, every season around here except for Christmas gets a twisted tater. No exceptions here. And now we also have twisted taters with a foot-long hot dog and some Cajun seasoning and chorizo queso. And we also have a new twist on taters. Yes, it is a liquid twisted tater. Not really.
Yum.
It's, yeah, I mean, you know, if you're you're bored with the old tater, get the new tater. And this has got the Old Forester bourbon, it's got the Grand Gala orange liqueur, brown sugar sweet potato syrup, Mexican chocolate bitters, and lemon juice. Sounds appealing, doesn't it? That was sarcasm, I'm not sure. Anyway, I do love a good twisted tater, but I'm going to try this abomination. No, I don't know yet if it's an abomination. A twist on taters with my color changing straw that I can't get enough of. Anyway. Not really picking up on any twisted tater vibes, but I might be very twisted. So oh, I can taste the bourbon though. Oh, that is a strong drink. Another reason to invest in the souvenir cup with the refills. Gonna have an expert here. Just give it a chance. Give it a chance.
It's not offensive.
No. Oh, we got our bourbon expert back there.
Let the bourbon.
Yeah, come on, step right up.
The bourbon experts try the bourbon drink.
Old Forester, we just assume it's not one of the special Old Forester. It's just like basic.
This is just basic Old Forester. Oh, it's definitely a twist on an old fashioned. Strong orange. It's got lemon in it, which kind of throws it off a little bit. There's Mexican chocolate bitters in here, which I really don't taste.
Yeah, it tastes like kind of an old
It
fashioned.
kind of tastes like bourbon with maybe like tang. It's
I
not
don't
bad.
taste sweet potatoes.
I don't
No.
taste sweet potatoes. It's not bad, but it's not my favorite bourbon drink.
But I do
am
taste
not
the bourbon.
convinced.
I am not.
I am what I am. I am not convinced. All right, well, it's classic here. You can also have them not add the Cajun seasoning if you don't want it, but why would you pass up on Cajun seasoning at Mardi Gras? Ooh. And your actual mileage may vary. Look, the hot dog, there's a lot more potato on there than hot dog, but hey, whatever. All right. This is
There's
not
a stick in the middle.
I know there's a stick in the middle. Trying to figure out how to de-stick it. All right, there we go. There we go. All right. Let me just use my hands. Why not, right? It's
To be fair, it wasn't listed as an ingredient.
I don't have a chork. All right. I eat a lot of hot dogs in this park, by the way. I might not be Tom Corliss, but I do eat a lot of hot dogs. And that is pretty good. It's a Nathan's hot dog. You know, can't go wrong with that. Then we got that chorizo queso here.
Well, it's made of booze,
Wow.
so-
That is the spiciest thing we've had in the entire day. I love spicy stuff. I might cry.
It's spicier than the
It is spicier than
Papas
this is
Bravas.
the spiciest thing we have had yet. Somebody else needs to verify that. Somebody eat that queso.
Let me sneak in.
It's delicious. I mean, it's delicious. I love spicy stuff. I'm a big fan of the chicken and macaroni and cheese at the food truck. That's really, really spicy.
I don't know how to eat that.
There's a fork if you need. Ooh. It's a very Tabasco, I think,
Yeah.
season, like flavor.
Absolutely Tabasco.
Yeah.
So you're not.
No, she gave me one. I just passing it down. I didn't need it.
Yeah,
That
it's
was,
absolutely Tabasco, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good. I love it.
Yeah. I
Mixed with the seasoning, the hot dog's really well prepared. The potatoes are well prepared. It's great.
Yeah, that potato I just got was really crunchy and crispy there. Again, sometimes they're a little bit undercooked in the middle. You know, your actual potato mileage may vary. You may get some crispy pieces like this one's crispy, this one's a little soft. But still can't go wrong with this. Super spicy though. Again, probably the spiciest thing. If you've tried the mac and cheese over at the food truck, that is extremely spicy, that Nashville chicken. This is probably spicier. I feel like my nose is gonna run soon. But I'm coming back for it. I'll definitely have a few more of these before Mardi Gras is up. Can't go wrong. Skip the deconstructed twisted tater drink thing though.
If you put a barcode scanner.
You know all about the color changing souvenir cup and straw because I won't stop talking about it, but there's also a Blinky cup. Yes. Universal did not disappoint. We still get a Blinky cup and party out of this world. Really like this. This is the Goombay Smash. We have not tried this drink yet. The cup is $16 with the drink. A refill of an alcoholic drink is $12, or a refill of beer is $10. It's a little bit more than the color changing cup because it is bigger. Oh, that's really good. Really pineapple-y. Ooh, that's really good. Nice and tart. I like that.
All right, folks, we are here at one of the two Floribbean, aka Florida Caribbean booths at Mardi Gras, and we've got for you the sweet corn Johnny cake, which has pulled jerk jackfruit, blood orange cream, avocado, and yellow mole sauce. And then we've got the shrimp and avocado ceviche, which has poached shrimp, marinated radish, and blood orange sorbet. And then our drink here is the Cape Guayaba, which is New Amsterdam vodka, guava and lime juice, agave nectar, and fresh mint, which they lovingly put on top of the drink. Very nice. And of course, the now famous color-changing cup. So, jackfruit is kind of your vegetarian meat option. Gives you the texture of sort of like pulled pork, pulled chicken, but obviously not meat. So let's check this guy out and see how it is. You can see there's like a little bit of avocado. They've got whole hunks of avocado plus this avocado cream. It looks really good. Make sure we get some jackfruit in there. This has really good flavor. The Johnny cake is like a dense corn cake. It's a little bit spicy, like everything here at Mardi Gras seems to be a little bit spicy. There's the salsa on it, gives it a nice little kick. And then the avocado and the cream kind of cut that a little bit. It's really nice. All right, and then this is the interesting one. So we've got shrimp ceviche with radish and this blood orange sorbet. And I'm not sure if you're supposed to eat them together, but I guess you are. So let's like give the whole thing a try all at once. We'll get a little sorbet, we'll get a little radish, we'll get a shrimp, and we'll get some avocado. And see what this all tastes like together. Wow, okay. This is really good. You wouldn't think blood orange sorbet and shrimp go together, but it kind of does. The radish is like a little bit pickled, so it's got a little bit of like tartness, but it's also not like super, it's a little crunchy, but it's like pickled, so it's a little soft. And the blood orange sorbet isn't really sweet, so it kind of gives you this like whole sweetness to the whole thing that works really well with the shrimp and avocado, actually. I really like this. If you're not a shrimp person, it might not be for you, but it's really good. All right, and last but not least, we'll try the drink. So we've got some vodka, some guava, some fruit. Oh, very guava, very guava. If you like guava, this is great. It's really nice. It tastes fresh. It doesn't taste like syrupy, sweet, like fake kind of flavor. It's like a really good, like natural guava kind of taste. You don't taste a ton of the alcohol. It's in there a little bit. And then the lime gives a little bit of tartness. There's not a mint flavor to the drink, but you can kind of smell it as you're drinking it, and that gives it a nice little sort of freshness at the end. So overall, this is a really good booth. Lots of good offerings. I would definitely come back and try all these things again. Really liked it.
All right, we have the second half of the Floribbean booth here. So we have two vegetarian offerings here, which are the buttermilk strawberry shortcake and the buttermilk lemon blueberry shortcake. And we also have the conch fritters. So we've got two different sweet options. I'm gonna start with this. You can see there's some pineapple. It's got a nice little dip there. A little bit of, ooh, and it's plenty of sauce in there. It didn't look like that much, but it's pretty deep there. All right, let's give it a try. Really chewy, sorry. They're okay. A little bit like a hush puppy. I think the sauce is what is giving most of the flavor there. Nice little chunks in there. A little chewy, like I said. Not bad. Not the greatest thing I've had so far at this festival, unofficial festival. They're pretty good. I'm curious about these. See, they're pretty. I'm gonna steal one of these here. Give it a shot.
Annie complained last time she had no help because there were about 400 people.
And everyone's trying to leave anyway. It's cold. It's very cold out here. Ooh. Let's see that. Again, this is a vegetarian offering here. Whoa. A lot of mint flavor. I think that's mint. Oh, it's like it did not instantly taste like strawberry. I'm about to pull up this menu and double check. And oh, it's the basil. I'm sorry, it's not mint, it's basil. I knew there was something I was tasting that was, so we've got that strawberry basil there. I like this cream here. Really light. I taste the basil in the cream a lot there. Biscuit's nice little fluffy. That's excellent. I assume the blueberry one is going to be just as good. Nice little fluffy cake. It's very dense. It is very much just like a shortcake. I really like the cream though. I taste a little bit of the lemon, mostly blueberry here. Can't taste the basil as much as you did in the first one, but it's delicious. Definitely recommend either of the shortcakes. The conch fritters I could pass on, but they weren't terrible. But definitely get the desserts there. All right, so there is a food truck located across from Fast and Furious that is serving a Nashville hot chicken mac and cheese and a chicken biscuit. Now I'm just gonna warn you guys that we went through the line, and when we got to the food truck, they were out of the actual like chicken patty, so they substituted some cut up chicken that would normally be on the mac and cheese. So this is not exactly how it should come. It should be more of a patty. Again, first day, they've run out, so they're doing the best they can. So we'll give it a shot here. Again, different kind of chicken. You can see there's the gravy on it, and we've got some pickles under there, and this biscuit, and it does look like it's got some honey on it. It almost looks like the same type of biscuit that we saw for the strawberry and the blueberry shortcakes. Looks kind of similar there, so do my best here. Oh. Even with the different chicken on it, it's actually pretty delicious. The gravy's got a lot of flavor to it. It's really good, actually. I'm a huge fan of the mac and cheese there. That Nashville hot is super spicy. Got some pickles there. I definitely recommend this. And I think this is some sort of like apple slaw. Just curious about this. It's okay. The biscuit and the gravy and the chicken are really good though. Definitely recommend this one. Can't go wrong with either option. But I will be back to try it with the chicken patty, so we'll probably have another review at some point. But for now, I'd say this is definitely a hit with me.
Mardi Gras is off to a great start here at the Universal Orlando Resort, and everything we tried was delicious. Some of our favorite food items were the bubble waffles and carrot cake concoction from the Fusion Machine Planet booth, as well as all of the alcoholic floats and arancini from the Italy booth. And, of course, you can't go wrong with twisted taters and beignets. Mardi Gras is happening now through April 24th, 2022, so there's plenty of time to stop by Universal Studios Florida and check it all out. If you've had a chance to visit Mardi Gras at Universal Orlando this year, leave us a comment about what your favorite food items have been. And don't forget to subscribe to Universal Parks News Today for more great content from Universal Parks all around the globe. We'll see you next time, and happy Mardi Gras!